Welcome to It's a Crime. I'm Linda, and today I'm going to give you another update on the Madison Bell case. The other day there was a picture of a white car, and now we have more pictures of the car, and we also have a picture of a man who may have information on the disappearance of Madison. But before I get into it, if you'd like to be part of the It's a Crime community, please click that subscribe button below and click that notification bell. Make sure you hit it to all because there's going to be a lot of videos coming your way. Also, give it a like if you support this, and please share this out where you can so we can get it to as many people as possible. Now, let's get into it. So there's some new developments in the Madison Bell case, and there's also some interesting comments from authorities. But first, let's talk about the white car. The other day, a picture of the white car was released, and this car was captured on camera from the Country Corner Market. And now, not only do we have that picture, but we have more pictures of the vehicle. And we have the picture of the guy who may have information related to the disappearance of Madison Bell. Now, many people were speculating that that's a gas pump behind the guy in the picture. But on Twitter, I did see a confirmation that these pictures were at the Country County Market. And when I look at the pictures of that market, you can actually see that the floor is the same as the picture. So I'd love to know when these pictures were actually taken. And here you can see that Karen Johnson, who's a reporter, says it's not a gas pump, it's a Planters peanut display inside the store. I thought it was a pump too at first. So looks like this guy was actually at the market. Did he go to the church first and then go to the market? Or did he go to the market first and then the church parking lot? What was he buying at the market? And was he there in the days before that? Here's another good look at his picture. And anyone who recognizes this guy can call the Highland County Sheriff's Office at 937-393-1421. Now, the Highland County Sheriff's Office also has Maddie's car and are saying that there is nothing that indicates foul play. And Sheriff Donnie Barrera says at this point, don't look like there was a struggle at the vehicle. We're treating it in two ways. We're treating it as the family likes. They think there's possibly foul play, and there's also the fact, some information we got that she took off. So it's interesting how they're looking at two ways, which is great in one way. In other way, it's like, geez, I hope she didn't just take off. And on the other hand, you hope she didn't get kidnapped. Now, Madison's car was found in the church parking lot, and it's been reported in stall number 3, as you see in the picture. And the car looks like it's parked pretty neatly. It's in between the lines. The only thing is that the wheels are turned to the left. Now, her boyfriend and her mom found the vehicle with the car doors unlocked. The windows were up and the keys were still in ignition, and her phone was in the cubby underneath the radio, which Madison's boyfriend Cody said that she's never ever done that before. The sheriff also says while all scenarios are still being investigated, he wants Maddie to know that if she is safe, to please let someone know, and he says she won't be in trouble, just please let someone know if you're okay. And I saw 2 other new missing persons flyers. One of them was from the Attorney General's site, and it described Madison as lost, injured, or missing. One of the things that it said that she's 5'7", earlier reports that she's 5'6". The other thing is now that they have her weight at 150 pounds. And for a girl who's 5'6" and 5'7", from 125 to 150 pounds with a 25-pound difference, that's a pretty big difference. So hopefully they can clear that up if she's 125 pounds or if she's 150 pounds. The FBI is also now involved, and they have a missing persons flyer as well, and they describe her as 5'7" and 150 pounds as well. And one thing to note is they talked about the unidentified male, and they said the unidentified male in the photos above may have information related to the disappearance of Madison Bell. He is described as a white male who may be driving a white 2018 Nissan Sentra or Altima. And this is the first confirmation in the last couple days of what kind of vehicle it is. Maddie's mom, Melissa, says that they brought in some dogs. We gave them some of the materials that she had that we found just to get a scent of her, just to see if that would help, if they could trace, find out anything that way, any direction. and Texas EquiSearch has also now joined in the search. Now, Maddie's dad, Bill Bell, says, "I know she didn't just go. She had to be abducted or something. She wasn't going to miss my birthday, the senior events, or nothing around here. Whoever has her, drop her off somewhere. We won't worry about it just as long as she's home, safe and sound. Please come home," he says. "Do what you can. I know you're a tough girl. Do what you can." He also made a post earlier today on Facebook, and part of it he says, "I've now been awake for 6 days and not resting at all, so I can continue to work every second to find any clue to where she is or who has her. Everyone knows she is my world, spoiled rotten, but my biggest blessing in my life, and I'd give my life up today to have her home safe where she belongs. So please, those who are posting negative things, put yourself in our shoes and how we all feel right now, and understand how hurtful these words are. Anyone who lives here knows how much love we have for Maddie." And Maddie's mom, Melissa, is going to be doing more interviews, and she says, "Like I've said since this all began, I won't sleep or rest until I find Maddie. I'll be speaking with Nancy Grace this week, Dr. Phil on Friday, and Good Morning America as well. I will be relentless until I get her back home. This is huge to have these opportunities to get her face and her story out there across the nation. Praise God. Now let's hope and pray she'll be home soon." And her mom also says that she may have been wearing this shirt. She says she hasn't been able to find it in her home, so she said this could possibly be the shirt that she was wearing on Sunday. Now, Cody says that she's the most loving girl I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I can't even explain it. I just want her to come home. And I actually saw on a Facebook Live from that reporter, Karen Johnson, and she said that Cody actually bought Maddie a tanning package back in February for Valentine's Day, and she hasn't been able to use it, and she just started on Friday, May the 15th, because that's when they opened tanning back up. And I've had a few questions and comments regarding tanning. And here's what I know and what I've even done before. When you tan, it's not abnormal to go tanning for a few days in a row. You build up a base. And Maddie, from the looks of it, is fairly fair-skinned, so she would only be going a few minutes at a time each day to build up that base. Maybe even 3 to 5 minutes. There's not a whole lot of minutes you start off with. You just start slow and you build up gradually so you don't burn. Maddie's mom, Melissa, mentioned that she did burn a little bit the day before, and she also fell asleep in the tanning bed. Now, there's two things to this. We don't know how much she burnt. It could be just a little bit. And to her, that might be building up a base. My husband, even going outside, he gets burnt. He's also ginger, but he burns really easily, and in his mind, he feels like that's a base and then it turns into a tan. So some people will just keep going back even though there's a little bit of a burn. Also, she may have fell asleep, but it could have been in those few minutes that she went tanning. When it clicks off, it's loud enough that'll wake you up. So I fell asleep too before in tanning beds. This was years ago. Now, when I do think about that burning, maybe she was driving that day, and we don't know if this is the case, but maybe she was driving and realized she's a little bit more burnt than she thought, and for whatever reason decided not to go tanning. We don't know. The question is, why did she go into that parking lot that day instead of Country Corner Market? Now, another rule when it comes to tanning is you have to give 24 hours before you go tanning again. So on that Sunday, she went at around 10 a.m. That makes me guess that she was there the same time the day before or just before that, depending on what time they open the tanning or the market. And that would mean Saturday she went at around 10 a.m. and same thing on Friday, which there worries me because it's consistent, the same amount of time if she gives it that 24 hours. So somebody possibly could have been watching her if that's in fact what happened. Hopefully we'll find out more about that. Now, anybody with information is asked to call the FBI Cincinnati field office at 513-421-4310 or the Highland County Sheriff's Office at 937-393-1421. Anonymous tips may also be reported to Southern Ohio Crime Stoppers through pstips.com or by calling 1-800-222-TIPS, that's 8477. Now on Saturday, May 23rd, there is a search being organized. And it says Rescue 101 SAR and Texas EquiSearch is looking for volunteers to help search for Madison Bell on foot and by ATV. Searchers are asked to arrive at 8 a.m. to sign in and gear up for a day of searching. Please remember to pack for the weather. If you plan on attending one or both days, we are asking you to sign up so that we know how many searchers to plan for. Searchers must be over the age of 18 and present a valid photo ID. And I will leave a link in the description below. So let's get this picture of this guy out there. See what he knows, see who knows him or recognizes him. It's a pretty decent quality picture, so someone would or should recognize him, you'd think. And I wonder if the people at the market that day had a conversation with him. What was his demeanor like? Was he looking sketchy? Was he looking nervous? You know, that kind of thing. And I really wonder what the authorities know. We know that they have Maddie's vehicle and they said there's really no signs of foul play there. We know that they have her cell phone, so I'm wondering what they're finding out there. We know now they have the picture and footage of the white vehicle and of this guy. And the authorities are saying two things, that they're going on what the parents say, that there's something not right here, or that they have information that hints that maybe she took off. I feel, in my own opinion, that I'm leaning towards more that this is still a abduction or something fishy going on. I don't feel like she took off, only because she was using those tanning minutes up. She was excited for grad. She had a whole week of grad events to go to. I feel like maybe if she were to go off on her own, she would have waited till the end of the week. She left with absolutely nothing. There's no sign of her using her bank card or going on social media. Social media, I can understand if she was looking to take off and not log in, but there's just way too many things, in my opinion, that looks more like she was being abducted or something fishy along that lines, and not that she orchestrated this. Let's have a chit chat below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Please share this to as many people as possible so we can get this guy identified. This is a great picture and somebody somewhere knows something or they recognize him. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please like this, and thank you so much for watching. See you soon.